Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of months since I did a channel update, and there's been a whole lot of stuff going on, so I figure, hey, let's just do a channel update video. I kinda think I want to do these about once a month, or at least once every 3 months, so I might do another one in January just to like start the year off and go from there. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's see. What do I got in my notes first? Oh, right. The new office. I'm sure you've noticed it in Let's Play videos, and I've talked about it a little bit in the videos, that I am now no longer in the old office space, well, the old office space that Aaron and I recorded in. After we stopped recording together, I had basically just my own little office area that was right next to where we recorded. It actually, the computer and all the recording stuff was set up already. I basically just walled it in, so to speak, and I had, you know, my black shelves back there with some stuff on display. But I am not in that area anymore. I actually have my own little room. And when I say little, I mean little. In fact, why don't I just give y'all a quick office tour right now? Alright guys, so gonna give you a quick office tour. Start outside the door. Got this nice little, I don't know what you would call it, a plaque, name plate, something, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and go on in. Alright, so first off, you know, we got our small collection of amiibos up on top of the desk. We got a small assortment of games if it'll focus. We got some Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Ocarina of Time 3D. Got some Parasite Eve. Got a couple archaic music devices called CDs. You know, autographed. Ice Nine Kills, excellent band. Highly recommend them. We also got some autographed Atreyu, some Jess Moskaluk in there. Highly recommend her too. Let's see, from the amiibos, let's go straight up. And we've got the Xbox 360, old school white style. We got the Halo 5 Xbox One, and the black Wii U. We come down from that, we got our power packs, and the Elgato capture card, ready to go. And then the main part of the desk, we got an empty shelf here, and there's some mic cable there. We come down here, and there's one monitor, two monitors, webcam. Oh, hey, it's you. Hi. You see the Harvest Moon manual, because we're still playing that. We got our Behringer mixer over here, the mini fan that I talk about in a ton of videos, Wii U gamepad on charger, Xbox One controllers on charger, as well as one that stays plugged in. We got Bluetooth headphones / headset. We got a tablet that I've got set up kind of like a third monitor for when I stream. Got another completely empty shelf. I'm not quite done filling this room up yet. Little odds and ends up there. Got a whole bunch of power cord stuff everywhere. And then my Excelvin mic that I use for all of recording and streaming and all that. It's a really crisp looking mic if it'll actually focus. There we go. I got the Arctic White, but lately I kind of regret getting that. Kind of wish I'd have gone with like the the gold, maybe. Let's see, we got a wireless mouse, our HDMI remote so that we could switch between all the different systems and the PC monitor. And behind the door, we just got straight black curtains. Black curtains everywhere. Oh, don't look at that. Nope, don't look at that. That's my project board. There might be some stuff on there y'all don't need to see yet. And then for lighting, I have just a regular light, but I've got a paper lantern over it to help diffuse it. I think it works pretty good. Anyway, well, like I said, there's not much on this shelf yet. There's still some empty space over the desk. I'm still filling it up, but that's a quick little office tour of, you know, where I record, edit, stream, and all that. So, yeah, we started out on the amiibos in here, so why don't we close on the amiibos? Jump, Mario, jump! Okay, so like I said, it's a small office, but it fits me perfectly. Now, as you can see, there's some empty space on the shelves. I'm not completely set up yet. There's still some stuff in the old space that I'm thinking about bringing over here, but I'm not completely sure yet. It might just stay on display where it's at. I don't know yet. But I've been working on a little here, a little there. In fact, just last week, I came across that, you know, the classic Xbox 360 with that custom faceplate on it. I just came across that last week and got that all wired up and ready to go. So I'm pretty excited about that. Because there are a bunch of 360 games that I want to play that aren't backwards compatible on the Xbox One yet, so that works out good. That other shelf that's like pretty much completely empty, I've got some ideas of some stuff I want to put up there, but it's going to be a work in progress. Let's see, let me just take a quick look around, make sure everything got covered. Yeah, I mean, I got a ton of ideas to put up in here. I just haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to go with it yet. Let's see, next thing. Oh, well, the playthrough of Pokemon Blue is officially over. We did the bonus episode with doing the first gym in Pokemon Red with my usual starter Pokemon Squirtle. So, that was fun. As far as I've got planned on the planning board, the one that y'all couldn't see, the next Pokemon game is most likely going to be Pokemon Gold. I may play like a ROM hack or a fan game before I play Gold. It just kind of all depends on how things line up, but I'm planning on the next game being Gold for right now. Next thing. I talked about this a lot in the last channel update about streaming was going to start very, very soon. When I said that, I didn't realize that in the next, I don't know, it was maybe a month after that when I was just about ready to start streaming regularly that the old office was not going to work anymore. And then I came across this, and streams have been delayed because of setting up this new office. In the meantime, there have been a couple of streams. I streamed one night for a few hours for Extra Life, but the way the office was set up, there was a lot of stuff missing. Streams were not, what's the word I'm looking for? Viable for long periods of time. It was hot. There was no airflow. The lighting was kind of bad. All that's been pretty much remedied now. So with it being, I'll just go ahead and date this video. It's December 19th. The next couple of weeks, everybody's going to be super busy. So I probably will not be doing streams in the middle of the week until the first of the year. I'm tentatively planning on doing maybe a New Year's Eve stream, but a couple of other things have to fall into place before I can definitely confirm that. Let's see. Covered this in the last update video, but it's still a problem, and that's videos aren't always showing up in the subscriber feed, even if you're subscribed. So make sure that if you want to know when the videos are, that you click the little bell that shows up right beside the subscribe button. And another way, if you don't want to click that bell and get the notifications like that, you can follow on Facebook and Twitter. Twitter is set up to where as soon as a video is published, there's a tweet there with it. Facebook is not quite so friendly. I have to manually do that. But I will actually start posting the stuff on Facebook this time. I know I said I'd do it last time, but I'll actually start doing it this time. The whole automatic posting that Facebook does, it wasn't doing it correctly. Like, if you put a video link in there, instead of showing the thumbnail for the video and a short description, it just said YouTube. And that's it. And people were not responding to that or clicking on that because it just says YouTube. It's like not even clearly, you know, this is a video or anything. So I just stopped doing that. So I will have to manually post in Facebook every day. So there are still going to be some times where Facebook doesn't get a posting. So if you definitely want to know when the videos are, you should follow on Twitter. The links for those, as well as the merch shop, are in the description below in every video. Let's see. Projects. There's nothing major coming up in the near future, except for possibly that New Year's Eve stream, which if I see where I can do it, I should announce that probably the day after Christmas. And to close out the video, I have a bit of other news. Alright, first thing under other news is Universal Nerd. This is a... I don't know if I want to call it an organization, but right now it's a group that was set up by Omar with a whole bunch of us. If you don't know Omar, he was the mastermind behind Low Country Gigatoshukan this past year. If you watched the Summoning the Reaper documentary, he's the one that was doing all the interviews. And he does a lot for the communities. Major nerd, real big into collecting like action figures and stuff like that. But he put this together. It's Omar, me, Steven, who, if you were at or watched the stream of Gigatoshukan last year, Steven was the one that was hosting the Smash Brothers tournament. Aurelius Nova, who has been interviewed on here a couple of times, and a handful of other people. That, you know, not that they're any less, just that there's no reference that I can make from Gigatoshukan or Summoning the Reaper that they've actually been on camera so that you would have previous knowledge of them. But it's basically each of us has a knowledge base in a certain area of all things that are nerdy, like comic books, video games, regular books, anime, etc., etc., and basically just spreading news, Comic Cons, collectors events, stuff like that. Just basically everything and anything is being posted on the Facebook. Link for that will also be in the description below. There's going to be a lot of links in the description box this time. So definitely go check them out. One really cool thing that happened on Universal Nerd as of recording this video yesterday, Universal Nerd announced the date and somewhat of a theme of Low Country Gigatoshu Con 2, which there was a little trailer behind that. You can click an annotation here, and that'll take you over to the trailer. And when you're done watching the trailer, come back here because it should open in a new window or new tab, whatever you have it set up to do. Anyway. So, yeah, definitely go check out Universal Nerd. Follow them on Facebook. And, yeah, next thing. I've had a couple of people ask me, you know, hey, what kind of mic do you record with? Or what kind of webcam do you use? Or, you know, blah, blah, blah. What is this and what is that? So, I found this website kind of by accident, and it lets me basically make a list of all the stuff that I use specifically for this. Like, I have, I think, 3 lists up there right now, and one of them is Let's Plays. So I've got the consoles I use, the controllers I use, these charging kits over here, the capture card I use, basically all of that stuff. And it's a website called Kit. And, you know, like I said, I think I've got 3 lists up there for all the things that I do. And the cool thing about it is that it's exactly what I use. So if you want to use exactly what I use for something, you can go in, go through the list, and be like, alright, well, I want to know what kind of capture card to use. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, he uses this Elgato capture card. You can then click it, and it'll take you straight to Amazon where you can order it. And the really cool thing is, if you order from my link, then you help support the channel, because a very small portion of your purchase, I think like 3% of the items purchased will go back into the channel. So that's a pretty cool thing if you want to support the channel and, you know, get yourself the same stuff that I use. Like, I highly, highly, highly recommend this mic. It's under $50. It comes with the mic, the suspension area right here that's like anti-shock, so I can like do that and it shouldn't be like super loud that's like, oh, my ears if I'm wearing headphones. It comes with this and this mount right here, which swivels back and forth. The boom arm is different, but I've got that listed on there too. So you can get this whole kit for like under $70, I know for sure. And you know, that's a good way to start out. But like I said, you buy any of the stuff that I've got on there, it helps support the channel. Next thing, probably knew it was coming. Another way to support the channel is I have launched a Patreon. I'm still building the reward system up, but when we get some patrons going, I'll even let y'all pick out or suggest some stuff. But if you want to support the channel, you can go to Kit and get yourself some equipment, and that'll help support the channel. Or if you want to be more direct, you can go to Patreon. Even if all you want to give is $1, that can still be a huge help. You know, if you give $1 and somebody else gives $1, and eventually there are 20 people that gives $1, that's $20. That's, well, I don't really know what off the top of my head I could use $20 for as far as content, but that could help out with like props or getting a new memory card. That way I could do longer, you know, stay out in the field doing live action stuff longer. I mean, I've got a few memory cards. That was just an example. So that's a couple of ways you can support the channel. As you've noticed, or probably have noticed, I have gone from doing one game a week, and I'm now doing 2 different games a week. Now I'm going to try to keep them in different styles, like Harvest Moon, which is being done on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's kind of like an RPG style game, not in the sense of like the Final Fantasy style RPG, but it's still an RPG. Whereas Super Meat Boy, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's more of like an action-y platformer. So I'm going to try to keep them separate genres so that like there's a bit of a variety, and if you like platformers but you don't really like RPGs, there's still something for you on the channel a couple of times a week. When I do start streaming, I'm leaving a spot open on Friday to do streams on, hopefully. If I don't do it on Friday, then it'll definitely get done over the weekends. But I'm leaving a spot open on Friday for streams so that hopefully that'll work out. I got a bunch of ideas for new shows that were up on the board. That's why you can't see them. One of them, I'm going to start filming the pilot episode for probably in the next week or two. I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, because there's a lot that's going to go into this. So I got to figure out if I want to do the majority of the work in the live thing through OBS, like set up a whole bunch of different assets to go off, or if I just want to do that in post. Right now I'm kind of leaning towards post just because there's a lot that's got to go into it. Once you see what it is, you'll understand. And the last bit of other news is I have been considering doing some vlogging. Now, the idea of it, I like the idea of it, but the downside is I kind of think what goes on around me is pretty boring as far as what would go into a vlog. Like, the majority of it is going to take place in this office, you know, recording and editing. I might go grocery shopping, but like as far as like going on big adventures to like Las Vegas or Times Square or like Animal Kingdom or, you know, something like that, I don't really do that stuff. There's not really any of that stuff around where I live, so I don't really know. I might do like a small test series, and if that goes well, we'll see from there. But I just kind of feel like vlogging, I like the idea of it, but I don't know how entertaining it will be in like a day-to-day basis, because I don't really do, you know, super exciting stuff like, you know, like I said, go to Vegas or Animal Kingdom or whatever. So, I may do like a test series of that, and if it goes well, we'll see where it goes from there, like I said. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this channel update. I'm only like 2 weeks late on this. I wanted it to be up around the 5th, but yeah, it's the 19th when I'm recording it, so way to go me. Anyway, check out all the links in the description. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and hit that bell so that you get the new videos when they come out. And I will keep you guys up to date on the possibility of that New Year's Eve stream. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.